Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Legion Talk. And guess what we're talking about today? Oh, no, no, no. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the worst of them all? It looks like it's going to be, as predicted, Disney's live action Snow White with Rachel Zegler from Deadline. Snow White opening right around Dumbo in the mid 40 millions box office update. This is a movie who they said was going to open in the at least 50 to 60 million dollar range, and it is opened in the 40s. It is opened well below projections, and word of mouth is not good. Second update, Friday midday. Currently, Disney Snow White is seeing 15.5 million today. Woof. Which includes last night's 3.5 million, and we'll get the Rachel Zegler Gal Gadot movie to the mid 40 millions for the first 3 day total of the domestic box office. That's right around where Dumbo was. Jeez, that Tim Burton clunker did 15.2 million on its opening day for a near 46 million 3 day off a much cheaper production cost than Snow White. Oh, they're roasted at 170 million versus 270 million dollars. Again, it all comes down to Saturday and Sunday matinees with Snow White, particularly given its target of women. Well, that's not going to work out well because Rachel Zegler managed to piss them off too. It's kind of what happens when you make fun of the original classic movie.
Yeah.
Weird, weird,
Yeah.
weird, weird.
She is so unlikable. Mhm. Oh, no, no, no. Disney's Thursday preview figure for Snow White came in at 3.5 million. That is abysmal, especially for something that should have been a smash success. Early post-track data shows 5-star with kids under 12, and 84% of those kids who showed up were girls. Yeah, but the parents have to take them. The film's general audience is a 3 stars. However, definite recommend is a low at 39%. In fact, Warner Brothers, the Alto Knights, with a higher definite recommendation of 44%, where parents with Snow White were weathering the film at 2.5 stars. That's a 50%. Though their definite recommended is higher than at 52. Well, not a 52. That is still a fail. And just to prove it, the internet is going to internet. And this is from today on Twitter, of course. This is obviously from Deadline, where I got the article. I can't with this. Ugh, she looks so frumpy. I may flop. This film needs to make 600 million to break even on a 350 million dollar budget. This film is going to be one of the biggest bombs in cinema history. Don't f with the master. Rachel Zegler is toxic. Snow White was dead before production started. That's true. Okay, there are like a million reasons why this film isn't going to be a major billion-dollar hit. Disney thinks it's going to be, aside from the obvious. This film is based off a very first Disney animated film made in the 30s, so isn't as popular as the Disney Renaissance. I will give you a little bit of credit for that one, but trust me, as Rachel Zegler is the worst reason for this. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny earned 7.2 million in Thursday previews at the US box office. According to a report from Disney, this figure comes from its opening on June 29, 2023, with previews starting at 3 p.m. that day. Yikes. And we all know how Dial of Dysentery did. Dial of Diarrhea, Dial of Dull, Dial of Who Cares? Thought that was Lord Farquaad. Just throwing up emojis. There's only one. That's true. I mean, the lead actress who plays Snow White has publicly stated how much a disdain she has for the story. So it's not going to be so good. No shock if we're being honest. So it's a flop as expected, but that's just what happens when you tell a large part of your audience to jog on. Jog on. I like that. Should have been made for streaming movie because this is what it looks like. Disney Studios made a huge error on casting Zegler as Snow White. It's a classic film. Stick to the classic story. It's why Snow White animated, as old as it may be, has stood the test of time. And one doesn't like the stories of the past. Make a new movie story. Financial disaster. Total flop numbers. They said 70 million before. In itself, not high numbers, and now we all knew it. So it's flopping badly for woke Disney. Oof, this movie is gonna bomb. Oh no, no, no. I could not be happier because it couldn't have happened to a nicer person in Rachel Zegler. She has the soul of a giant bridge troll, and you just hate to see it.
Yeah.
Weird. Weird.
Rachel, you got what you got coming to you. I'm not sorry to see it happen. I'm just sorry for the dwarves, the real life dwarves who should have been in it. But then again, that got shot in the foot too. I feel bad for Gal Gadot, who's actually seems like a genuinely decent person who has to be saddled to this financial disaster that might be one of the biggest flops in cinematic history. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time, and we're going to keep continuing this. Rachel, God love you because nobody else does. See ya.